Okay, hi. Welcome to July 1st. I told you in my intro video that I am going to be filming every day in July. So, welcome to day one. I have this little daily notepad that pretty much says everything I'm doing today. I love using my colored pens. So this is my weekly plan, and as you can tell, it starts pink and goes to purple. So every day is a different color pen just because I like to use them. I mean, I like buying them, and then I was like, if I'm going to buy them, I might as well use them. So this is today's schedule. I woke up, I did the movement stuff, which is push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. I was like, what's the other S? And then I want to go get my nails done. This feels very frivolous to me because today is the Monday, and so I need to be working. I work at the library part-time, which is what I'm going to be doing tonight. So I need to be doing YouTube stuff in the meantime, and instead I'm going to go get my nails done. So I'm going to leave here in like 5 minutes and go get them done. Here is the grown out part on my nails, which is very annoying because when I try to type on my keyboard, my nails are so long that they hit the other keys and I hate it. So I like to have short nails, but I need to have something on my nails or I will bite them. So if I peeled off the gel that's on here now and just tried to leave my own nails, they would not last. I would bite them. So when they're painted, for some reason, I don't bite them, and they're getting long and they're getting on my nerves, and I don't know another day this week. This week is pretty busy. It's the first week in July. If you're here in the States, we have the 4th of July coming up on Thursday. And on Thursday, for the 4th of July, we are having a party at our house at noon. And then the next day, my son is moving out of my house. So this week is going to be a little bit busy with that kind of stuff. So I really need to get as much work done as I can today and tomorrow again. And instead of doing working out, I'm about to go get my nails done. Anyway, I think I'm going to put a hat on. I'm having this issue. You can see right here, I have about that much new hair that's not colored. The rest of it is that red color that I colored my hair because my hair is naturally black and gray now. So, I mean, there's a lot of gray on the side of my head. On this side, you can see it. There's a lot of gray hair on my head. So, I would like to pick up a color that I can at least get rid of my black stripe that I have going on. But I think right now, this is one of my old hats. It's just an Under Armour hat. But you can see, well, you can't really see. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. So I'm just going to throw it on my head. But I put it up in a ponytail for a hot second while I was talking to y'all because it was everywhere. Let's talk about some book stuff, actually, real quick before I have to go. The next thing that I have to do is be back here at 10:30. The reason I gave myself so much time on my nails is because it takes them about an hour to do my nails. But also I have to drive to town to do it. So it's like 20 minutes to town, then an hour for my nails, and then 20 minutes back home. I'm not allowing myself to stop for anything. I already ate. I cooked yesterday some ground turkey with some eggs mixed up in it as just like a meat mixture. And I intended to make like little breakfast burritos and throw it in a tortilla, but I did not do that this morning. I literally just heated it up and ate it, and it just tastes like a whole bunch of meat with spices on it. So anyway, not that it was bad, and it at least was food. Here's what I'm drinking this morning. It's iced coffee with creamer. No sugar. It is sugar-free creamer. That's what I was trying to say. And that's about it. So my plan is to go in, get my nails done, and the whole time, as you can see with my headphones, I am listening to Jade City. I am right now on chapter 7. It says I have 5 hours and something left, 5 hours and 26 minutes left. So I'm going to chat for a second with Amy at A-Star Reads and tell her like what's happening so far, because I'm hoping that if I can talk spoilery things with her, I won't need to say it to y'all because I don't want to spoil anybody. But I am working on my 500-page book in a 24-hour period. So I started this at midnight last night, and I read for about an hour last night, which was 2 hours of the book's time. And so I'm going to try to finish the rest of it today, which, like I said, I'm driving into town for 20 minutes. Usually when I get my nails done, I can listen a little bit. So I will probably drop the speed down to maybe just 1 time speed while they're doing my nails. That way I can really focus on what they're saying, what the book is saying. And then when my nails are done, I have another 20-minute drive back home. So I should be able to listen to it the whole time I'm doing that. Then I'm going to work on admin stuff and eat lunch. So I will probably check back in with you when I get back from there. So far in Jade City, I really like that we have kind of met all dimensions of this one family, like all the people who live in this family. And now we've even gotten a cousin who is at school, and they just showed up to his school. So I don't know what's going to happen, but that's where we are with there. Oh, I forgot to mention another thing. I got this in the mail. If you saw my video where I said I wanted to be like Amy and I was ordering this, it's here. And it has the time. Like, it tells you what time it is, which is 8:29, and I do need to leave in, well, it's now 8:30. I need to leave right now. So I'm going to go. But I've got that to read this physically, but I think I'm going to wait until I finish the 500-page book in one day situation. So this is not counting for anything. I'm not trying to track this. I actually started reading and got through 12 pages before the month even started. So I'm not counting this for anything, or I'm not planning to count it for anything. This is just going to be my 20 minutes a day reading. And so this is Arrows of the Queen by Mercedes Lackey. Somebody that I work with suggested that I start here, even though this is not the first book in the series, but they suggested I started with this trilogy. So if you guys read this or have read it and you have opinions about where I should start or should have started, I would like to hear them. Our library has every book so far where I work. So that's it. I'm going to go get my nails done. I am awful at the filming in between these updates. So I will try to remember to get video with my phone while I'm gone, and check in with you that way. Jango is here. He's sleeping, or he's resting behind me right now. This is where he lays. And I moved him some stairs. Let's see if I can bring him in the camera. He's like, what are you doing? Anyway, there's stairs right here now. So when he sees something outside and he jumps and runs, he's going to be running down the stairs instead of launching himself off of my chair, which is what he has been doing. So I think that's it. I've checked in with everybody. I want to get color for my hair. There is a grocery store right next to the nail place. So I'm hoping to get my nails done, go to the grocery store, and just I might get a soda. Get a soda and get the hair dye from the store. And then come back. I don't know when I'm going to actually dye my hair, but having the hair dye here will make it at least a little bit easier. I might not even be able to get it today. We'll see how it goes. I don't have an appointment at the hair place, so I'm literally just going to walk in and say, not hair, the nail, say, can anybody fix me? Because I need some cut and some more gel. Anyway, also, let me tell you this. It's green right now because I am not good at making decisions. And so every time I go get my nails done, I follow the next color of the rainbow. So next they should be blue. And my husband told me, since this is the week of the 4th of July, that I should get blue, red, white, and blue nails. Like one red, one white, one blue. I am not doing that. But I will get blue nails. And maybe I'll see if they want to do fireworks on one of them. Like just little, I don't know. We'll see. It always costs extra, and I don't know that I want to do that this time. So we'll see what happens when we get there. Sometimes they suggest it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but I don't really have an idea of what I want, so I don't want to walk in and be like, okay, here's what I want. I know I can look it up, but again, I'm just trying to get there, get my nails done, and get back so I can get back to work. Okay, I'm leaving now, for real. Okay, well, in classic me style, I did not check, and they don't open at 9, they open at 10. So I just got here. I didn't listen to as much of Jade City on the way in because I left a message with Amy about what I had read so far, and I chatted with one of my friends. So I listened to a little bit, but that's it. So now I have a dilemma. When I get home, I was supposed to do my admin, like my daily admin stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here, and first I'm going to go get the hair color because the the grocery store place is open. So I'm going to go get the hair color, and then I'm going to sit here and do the admin stuff, everything that I can do from my phone, which I'm thinking about what my list is. I should be able to do everything. I have a spreadsheet, which I should be able to access the spreadsheet, and I'll look on it and it should be able to tell me everything else that I need to do. I can't believe I didn't look. I pulled up and I was like, it is very dark in there, and they should be opening in like 5 minutes. It's 8:59 right now. So I have 1 hour. I'm going to go there, get the stuff, and then do admin stuff. That way, when I get back home, it'll just be time to eat lunch. We should be good to go. Okay, so I got, let me put you up here. All right, hopefully this headphone is going to work well and I'm not going to have weird sounding things. Anyway, I got this one, which is light auburn. I'm a little concerned about what it's going to do, although the darkest one they show here is still pretty dark, and my hair is way darker than that, so it's definitely going to be darker red, which is what I want. I'm not trying to get my hair to be this light. So we'll just have to see what it looks like. But that was the only red option they had. I got a new loofah because I saw them and I was like, oh, loofah. I got these because my hair is growing out and I'm trying to get things to put it up, but not always in a ponytail. So we'll see how that works. I also got these wrap things, which I'm looking for all the time. I wish I could find some that were just plain, like gray or black or something like that, so that they're not always so brightly colored, but that's okay. These will work. They're the only ones they had. And then I got some bananas because I walked by and was like, oh, we don't have any bananas. And I don't ever get bananas, or at least recently I have not gotten bananas. So I was like, let me grab bananas. It looks like there's some kind of stain on my new headband. Anyway, maybe it's not. Maybe it's supposed to look that way. It's a dark spot. Anyway, I also got this drink instead of my soda that I wanted to get. So I'm still going to drink soda because it brings me happiness. But I'm trying to just do one a day. And I was going to get one now, and that was going to be my one for the day. And then I was like, you know what? If I wait, then I can still have it later. So I'm going to drink it later. Probably this afternoon, right before I go into work at the library, I'll take it with me. So anyway, right now it is 9:23. I have already done my email, which is part of the admin, and I'm working on my YouTube comments. I did have videos today go up on both YouTube channels, so I probably have comments on both of those. I've answered a few on this channel, and I need to go check this M's channel as well. A video just came out over there where a lot of people died, and so I'm sure people are going to be reacting to the people who died, like talking about it. Anyway, what else? Another part of my admin is, of course, checking emails, YouTube comments, and then also checking in on the Discords. I was in Wonder Upon the last 2 weeks of July, and I read 45 books just in the last 2 weeks of July. Now, some of those were 40 pages long, but I really wish I could put them all in and see what the average page number was of the books I read, because most of them were 300 pages, because I really wanted to get the full amount of our multiplier. And the multiplier, well, I wanted to get like a ×1 for the multiplier, and anything below 300 pages actually took away some of your multiplier. So I wanted to get the most I could. Also, this is back to nails because they're really on my nerves, but they're so long that just now when I was trying to get in my car door, I went to grab the thing and my hand slipped off, and my nail, this nail right here, I'm not going to hold that finger up, but this nail bent back a little bit and now it hurts. And I'm like, oh, they're going to be like pulling on it and poking on it, and it hurts already. So Anyway, I'm going to go park back over there next to the building, and then I'm going to do comments, Discord stuff. I need to check budget stuff. That's also in my admin. And then I can't even remember, but I have a spreadsheet with my list of things to do. So I'm going to go over there and do that. That should take me the rest of the 30 minutes, and then I can read a little bit more. I did listen to a little bit more while I was in there shopping, and things are happening between the Mountain Clan and I don't know what the other clan is called. The Mountain and the Armpit. Why they say there's an armpit? Also, when I left Amy the message, I was like, somebody is a hand or a foot, and maybe there's fingers. And I was right about the fingers, but it's a fist. The fist, not the hand. That makes more sense, right? Like, I was thinking the hand is the one that did the enforcer, and it's right, but it's a fist. And that's more aggressive than just being a hand. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing, listening to the book. I still have over 5 hours left of actual listening time. So, that's all I'm going to be doing today. But it's definitely doable. I do feel better about being able to finish the 500-page book today. Okay, I am done with my nails. They are blue sparkles. I also got them a lot shorter, which is good because now I can go like 3 weeks before I have to come back and they start getting on my nerves. And he did put lotion on them. Okay, as I was saying, he did put lotion on me, but my hands still feel really dry. So I'm going to grab my lotion from my bag here. It is just this Jergens Ultra Healing. I actually got it. We stayed at our friend's house in South Dakota for a few days, and she had like a whole welcome kit thing in our room where we were staying. Anyway, so I like the blue. I think it's good for July here in the States. So that's nice. Anyway, I did listen to Jade City while I was getting my nails done, and now I'm about to drive home. It is 10:45, which is good because I wanted to be back home by 11:30 to be back on schedule. I got everything done for my admin stuff except for this daily podcast that I listen to. It is like a little discussion about things in the Bible, and so I'm going to be listening to that this morning, and then I'm going to listen to that on the way back home. And then I'll be all done with my normal like morning stuff that I do. And the only thing that is left is jumping into filming this afternoon after lunch. So my plan is to talk about the things that I am eating only because I kind of want to hold myself accountable. Like I said about the drinking, I'm cutting back to 1 soda a day. And I would like to not go out to eat very often, and I will kind of go over the plan. Every week we make a dinner plan for the week about who's cooking, what we're cooking, all that stuff, but we don't make decisions about breakfast and lunch. So it's been really easy for me to just say, oh, if I work early today on my way into work, I'm going to go by and grab some breakfast food. And I'm still going to allow myself to do that, but I would really like to only do that one time this week instead of the 2 or 3 times that I have done it or that I did it last week. So, because, number one, of course, we know that the processed food in the fast food places is not as good for me as cooking my own food, but also it costs more money and it makes my stomach hurt. So, anyway, every time I talk about stomach things or other issues, I will put the timestamps. I mean, I'm going to put timestamps anyway, but feel free to skip forward because I do not have a gallbladder. And the reason that I want to talk about it is that it does affect my daily life and the things that I do or the things that I want to do. Not necessarily the things that I can do, but the things that I want to do. So anyway, I do not have a gallbladder. And so I have stomach problems. Like there are certain foods that make me sick to my stomach and I have to be in the bathroom a lot. There we go. That is the easiest way for me to say it. And a lot of times it's dependent on what I eat first thing in the morning, what it does to my stomach, or at least that is my working theory right now. We're going to see as I pay more attention to it, whether it is what I eat first thing in the morning or if it has anything to do with what I ate the night before. So right now, I got up this morning, I ate the stuff that I told you about, and my stomach has been actually okay, but feeling weird. So I haven't had to run to the bathroom, but I'm still feeling weird in my stomach. And that is a weird, I don't know how to say it or how to make it be plainer than that, because it feels weird, like odd things are happening in my stomach, but I'm not having to go to the bathroom. So I don't know what any of that means. So I'm going to go home. The people are still coming out of the beauty place, the nail salon, because I'm literally parked right in front of it. And I hope they're not looking at me talking to myself. Anyway, I'm going to go home. I don't know how much memory I have on my phone, so I'm going to go home and try to upload these videos to my computer so that I can go ahead and delete them from my phone, because that's going to be my plan to keep this working smoothly. My phone doesn't have a ton of memory, and I have audiobooks downloaded on it, which I'll try to only download the audiobooks that I am actually reading and the next one that I want to read, just so it's not taking up a lot of space. Anyway, back to my stomach. I also am taking a pill. We're just going to say it's metformin. It is. I don't know why I said we're going to say that. That's what I'm taking. And part of it is because I have PCOS, and also part of it is because I have diabetes. So it is helping to regulate my insulin so that I don't have to take insulin or any of the rest of that stuff. So I am trying to move more, and I also already said about the eating changes that I am in the process of doing. I was recently diagnosed, so I'm checking my blood sugar and everything is fine. Like, it's not ever high, because I stopped eating like candy bars and ice cream and the things that are blatantly sugar. I stopped eating, and that was all really easy, honestly, for me to stop eating it. It's been just at a year, and my numbers are fine and everything is fine, but I have made that little change, and that's really all that I have done, and I would like to make more changes. So we're done talking about food. We're done talking about my stomach. I do have a couple of other hormonal pills that I take because of the PCOS that I have. And so anyway, there's only one more. I said a couple because I was thinking metformin, but there's one more. And then I take vitamins, and that's it. Oh, that's not it. I do have a PTSD medication that I also take, which we've talked about on here before, that I am diagnosed with PTSD. Let's see. I guess that's all of my medical things. Way to jump into July 1st with lots of stuff. But that's it. I am going to drive home, listen to Jade City. I'll probably give an update when I get home before I start the next thing of work. Okay, I'm home, and I'm about to get ready to do my sandwiches for lunch. But we have a few dishes in the sink, and I need to empty the dishwasher right there. And I was going to tell you guys about my plants. So all of these plants were starters that someone else gave me to start. And I don't know anything about plants. I've never had a plant until now. And everything is doing really well. The soil looks really good in all of them so far. I had them, this right here is the only thing I do not know what to do. It is so tall and big, but I'm worried about putting it in a larger pot that's going to take up more space, because I just don't know. So it's thriving. It's doing well. I turn it periodically so that it's growing more or less straight and not bending too far one way or the other. This plant is doing really well as well. It started coming out and going up more than it was before. I think this half of it might not be doing so great. No, it feels really good now. So I don't know. But this one's great. This one is not. This is the only one out of all the plants that is not making it. It's still really green right here. So I'm hoping that we will get some green growth out of the inside of this. So I'm going to leave it there. I know you all heard Jango because I'm talking and he's sad about it. There's Skeeter. Jango would like one of these because it is 11:30 and he gets one of these around 12 every day. So the fact that I'm in here in the kitchen, he's like, you owe me a treat. So, I mean a stick. Where are you going? He heard something outside. Skeeter came to get hers. Now Jango's back to get his. You sit down. Yeah, we're not doing that. Those are not all the plants. I actually have these plants as well, which were also given to me as starters. These are some succulents, these on this side. And then this is called a spider plant. I've named it Peter for Spider-Man. I thought that was very clever. This plant I bought. It's the first plant I ever bought. And it's called a spotted laurel. Anyway, I named it Spot. Of course I did. And the leaves are beautiful with yellow spots. And then this is just more succulents down here, which occasionally I'll bring it up and put it in the window just so it gets more light than it does hiding out down here. But I love this little thing. I got it from Amazon, the stand. It was very easy for me to put it together. And I love having these little plants in here. This is our dining room. And as you can see, we have a legendary fan in our house. A collector, actually. So anyway, this stuff is getting picked up and cleaned up. And then we just got these new chairs. No, they're not new, as you can see right there, but we bought them from Facebook Marketplace. 8 of them for $80. They're very sturdy and they work perfectly well in here for us. I think we're really going to like them. But anyway, I just wanted to give an update on my plants. And then hopefully by the end of the month, I'll remember to show you again what they look like. But I've never had plants before. And I went to a class and they gave us 7 different starter plants. So I came home with 7 plants. So, okay, I put one of my new bands in my hair after I took it down out of the ponytail. And this band is very tight. So I'm going to have to stretch it or it's going to give me a headache. Anyway, I was going to make a sandwich. I got out my little sandwich maker. I got my stuff. And then I realized that I ran out of bread yesterday. And we got groceries yesterday. So I just knew that I was going to have bread. And I forgot to put it in the grocery order. So now I do not have bread for my sandwich. So I think what I might do is just have a soup. I know we have soup cans in the cabinet. So I think I'll just do soup. Okay. Yes, I'm still wearing the band. It is slid back a little bit, even though it says it is a no slide and it's got the little things inside it to keep it from sliding, but it's still sliding. Maybe it's just because it's a user error and I don't know how to wear it or put it on. But anyway, none of that matters. Yes, I was wearing 2 pair of glasses. So I have finished lunch. I have been reading still the Jade City, and I am on chapter 25. I'm about 50% of the way through. When you come out on Audible, it does not tell you what percentage you're at, but based on the little bar, I think I'm about 50% of the way through. It's annoying because I had to use a credit to get it on Audible because there's such a long wait at my library. So I was sad about it, but that was the only way I could get it to get going and get started on it right now. So what I'm doing now is I have to film Ultimate Decade. That is the Sims thing. So I have to film the Sims and I'm going to do my best to film one full one and then possibly start on another one. But that means that it's the one I'm filming right now is the one for next Monday, and it takes me an hour to film. I film for an hour, and then whatever I have got to use during that hour is what I use. So hopefully everything will go well, and my microphone will not be weird. I won't forget to push play to start recording or anything like that, and we're good to go. I did want to show you the HRCYED, the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. Her cues spreadsheet that she shared, I went ahead and entered the first 6 books that I am planning to read, and I made myself a little note over here about where they are. See, it says Libby Hold on Jade City, but because I had to start I'm just going to put Audible. That way I know where I got it from and where I'm reading it from. Anyway, I entered all the information about everybody last night, everything about the books, except my rating. That's the only thing I didn't do. And so this spreadsheet thinks that I have finished these books, and I haven't, and I know I haven't. And so I'm only putting a few books at a time. Like, I know I'm going to read these 6 books. So unless I DNF one of them, that it's totally fine for me to put them on here. These are all of my team reads for my Battle of the Bands, plus the prompt about being made into a movie or whatever. I can't remember the exact prompt on Litwits. It's just called Turned Into a Movie. Yes. Okay. So that one I am reading as well. Jango is here to join me and say hi. There you go. So anyway, I'm going to get to work and do this Sims video, and then I think I'm going to try to read for another hour before I go into work, because for the 5 hours that I'm at work today, I am not going to be able to read at all unless it is so super slow. I might be able to throw an earbud in and listen to the book slowed down, but I don't know if I am or not, and I don't want to count on that. And then when I get home at 8 o'clock tonight, I've got to get ready for tomorrow and close out this vlog, but I need to finish the video. I really want to finish the book before I close out the vlog, and I don't want to have to stay up to midnight to do all that. So I need to get as much reading done as possible. I think I am at 4 hours of reading at 2.5 times speed, or 2 times speed. So when I put it on 2 times speed, it says I have 5 hours and 29 minutes left. So I'm hoping, because I can listen to it on 2.5 times speed if that's all I'm doing is listening and I'm not trying to do other things at the same time. So I might do that for that 1 hour in between when I finish filming this and next time and going to work. So that's it. That's my update. This book is very political. If you don't like political books, then maybe you wouldn't like this book. But it is very political and very much a power play, power dynamics between different clans and different groups. And I've heard it referred to as a mobster kind of situation. And I can see that. It actually, I think the description said Godfather-esque type story, and I see that for sure, even though I've never seen The Godfather. I'm sorry, don't be mad. And so anyway, that's it. I am gonna film The Sims, and I will check back in. Oh no, I wanted to show you one more thing. So this is Q's thing that she set up. She also set up this bingo board and tracker. And then what I did, because Lizzie from Lizzie's Literary Life, wow, that's her channel name, she started doing this challenge. And then she was like, oh, I created a bar up here for when I finish. So it'll be like that when you finish something and I type in whatever my thing is, my bar will go, which I'll show you in a second. But I was like, oh, I'm going to do the same thing. I want to keep up with each of the things down here. So every time I fill something in, so right here, I'm reading Jade City for the book. That's 500 pages in one day. So when I finish that, I'm going to get to mark it completed over here. And I'm going to be 0.7% of the way through this whole entire challenge. So I made that little thing. This is a little bar at the bottom that's going to grow as we get closer and closer. But for right now, I have not finished. So let me take everything off. And then, like I said, everything. So when I read a book that starts, if I was counting Jade City down here as well, and I'm counting it here, then I have now completed 2, and it's 1.3%. So, but I don't know what I'm going to count Jade City for. I really want to count it for the green cover, just because I think it's cool that it is almost completely green. So we'll see if that's what I end up doing or not, but that doesn't matter until we get there. I just like that Lizzie was like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And I went, oh, wait, I know how to do that. And so I just took every single thing. I put the ad up down here, which I'm sure there's a better way to do this. This is the part that I'm new to as far as spreadsheets go. So I literally just marked everything on here and put the total number right here, or put the number I've done right here. And the total number is 149. And then this up here is just a percentage of that. And then the bar is just a sparkline formula for that percentage. Anyway, it's not as hard as it sounds. I just had to create a couple of things that I already knew how to do, weirdly, because I have been using this as my daily tracker, and the person that shared it, it makes two different rows of percentages with the bar graphs. So right here, this is the daily, so this is today, and I actually did these. I didn't do those, and that's as far as I've gotten today. Nope, I did that as well. Okay, I need to check my sleep and see if I got 6.5 hours of sleep last night, because that's what I'm shooting for. That's my goal. And so I've done 12 of the 24 for today, so I'm at 50%. And then over here, this is for the month, how many I've completed and what the percentage is for that. So I watched a whole video on how to do this, and this is what taught me about the percentages and the bars and all of that stuff. So anyway, that was just something that I learned how to do, and I was like, oh wait, let me tell them. So I added this into this whole thing so that everything is here in one spreadsheet and I don't have to go searching around for it. The year reading stats are not correct right now because it thinks that I have read all 6 of those books when I have read none of them, but I cannot wait for how things are going to look. They're already starting to look cool with some of these maps and stuff down here, so I cannot wait. All right, that's it. I'm going to actually get to work now. I have exactly 3 hours left in this book, and it's time for me to head in to work. I stopped when I had just enough time to talk to you about this. I have my one soda here that I have opened already and drank a little bit of, so I'm going to take that with me to work. I'm about to have this. This is a 1 bar. I don't know if you guys have had these before, but it says it has 20 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. These have kind of been a lifesaver to me when I want something that's like a little bit sweet, but not sugar. So I don't know. And I don't know if they're good for me. I'm assuming since they're packaged, they're not good for me, but they're better than like a Mr. Good bar, right? I feel like probably. Anyway, Jango also wants to eat. So I'm going to eat this, continue listening to my book. I've got to feed the dogs, and then I'm going to work. I forgot that also in the middle of what's happening with me reading this and starting this thing, we finished Wonderthon, and at 7:30 my time tonight is when the live show starts, and I get off work at 8. So I'm hoping that we're going to be slow enough that I can at least like put a headphone in, or at 8 o'clock when I get off, I'll start it at the beginning and put it on 2 times speed at first and get up to the live show. But that means I can't listen to Jade City while I'm also involved in the live show. But I really want to hear the results because I think we won. We're Team MILAN. I don't know what changed after she went through today and took out the people who never submitted a book. So everything was averaged based on numbers. So we had 20 people on our team and only 18 people submitted books. So our scores have been adjusted for 20 people the whole time, and now they've been adjusted for 18. So I'm like, oh, what is that going to do to everybody else? Because we had one of the highest participation levels of all the teams. So I'm sure it made a huge difference in some of their points once they took out the people who didn't submit any books. So I am nervous, but I'm also optimistic that I think we won. We at least won before the dead. The dead? What? We at least won before the ghost people were removed. So anyway, I'm going into work. I will try to get some clips of the library for you tonight on my phone. I've already downloaded everything that I have done so far, so I'm going to delete those so that they're not on my phone anymore. And then I am going to be back from work. I'll tell you how much I got to read while I was at work and what is left in my book. We're still dealing, at least this is a small group of people. Like we have an older brother, a younger brother, and a sister together in a family, and then we're dealing with a cousin who may not even be blood related to them, but he's a cousin, and then one other guy that we met at the very, very, very beginning, and that's it. So these 5 people are the only ones that get POVs, and they're the ones that are easiest to keep up with now that I know who's who and what we're doing. So that's nice. I also didn't mention I ordered physically the whole trilogy for Jade City. That's not what it's called, the Greenbone Saga. So I will have a physical copy of Jade City, but it's not coming today, and I'm going to finish this book today. So it should be here on Wednesday with all the other 2 books, and we'll just see where it goes from there. Jango's going to start whining. I'm going to go feed him and continue listening, and then eat my 1 bar, drink my soda, go to work. I did pack a little snack thing for my dinner tonight because I'm not going to be able to eat, and I don't want to eat at 8 o'clock. That's too late for me. So I just grabbed a cheese sticks and turkey, like rolled up turkey, and some almonds. So that's what I'm taking. Oh, and a different 1 bar. The one I'm taking has cinnamon roll flavored. Anyway, Jango needs to eat. I'll be back. Okay, I am not finished, but I am on chapter 34. I have 2.5 hours left, and it is 8:25 p.m. So 9:30, 10:30, I'm going to finish at 11 o'clock tonight, and then I will tell you what I thought about it and close out the vlog. I would just say that if you've read Jade City, I have gotten to the part where one of the characters has gone to the bank to retrieve their jade, and it's one of those moments I feel like in a movie where you're going like, oh, things are getting serious now. And that's exactly how I felt when this happened. So anyway, that I'm just past that part. Actually, they've already had 1 fight since then, but that's where I am. I am going to go hang out in my living room and do nothing but read for the next 2.5 hours, and then I will come back and tell you all about it. I had a good night at work. I even got to listen for a little bit during work. We did have the live stream for the Wonderthon, and Team MILAN won. I was so excited about it. I need to go over in the team chat and congratulate everybody, but I don't want to get distracted because I'm pushing this 1 hour. I'm only giving myself 1 hour like leeway. So I'm going back to read and do nothing but read. I'm going to take my hair out of this ponytail though, or it's going to hurt. Anyway. I am having a second one, but 2 is better than what I usually do. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it, and we'll try again tomorrow. Jango just came jumping up here in my chair. We'll try again tomorrow. But anyway, we'll talk about tomorrow in the morning. I am going to set up for tomorrow tonight after probably while the video is exporting and stuff, I'll set up for tomorrow, and then we'll talk about tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Anyway, I'm going to read. Bye. Y'all, it's 11:20 and I'm really tired, but I did it. I finished read a 500-page book in 1 day, and look at that, 1.3%, because I also decided that Jade City would be my green book. So now I have finished 2 of the 149 prompts. I'm so excited about it. So over here, I need to go and put my rating. What do I want to rate Jade City? I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. It was so good. I cannot even talk about lots of the things that I thought was great about it. So all I'm going to say about it is that I loved it. And then I have to come over here. You can see. And I have to put the date that oh my gosh, I did not mean to do whatever I just did. Okay, I need to put the date I finished, which is today. So it took me 1 day to read. And it does have some queer rep, but it is definitely a side. I'm going to say side. And disability, I'm going to say not any, because it is disability as far as the people in Jade City are concerned, but not for us, not a disability. So The next thing I'm going to read is The Body by Stephen King, and it is only 5 hours on audio, so I'm definitely going to finish it tomorrow, and that's it. So I do need to go enter Jade City as one of my team reads over on Battle of the Bands. I read it for prompt number 16, which has a cool alternate version or edition, a cool edition. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to end it right here. I will see you guys in the morning. Bye.